We're now ready to talk about unit conversions. We know the basic units: meters, seconds, kilograms, and Kelvin, candela, and mole. So now that we know these, let's talk about converting back and forth between different systems and between different orders of magnitude. In this case, the entire trick is multiplying by 1. So you can multiply by 1, you can do any of them. Now that might seem a little oversimplifying to start, but it really isn't. It goes back to the idea that any number times 1 just equals itself. That's pretty simple, right? So let's pick things that are 1. For instance, 5 divided by 5 equals 1. So any number n times 5 over 5 still equals n. So how does this apply to our concept? Well, let's say we say 1 kilogram equals 1 gram. That's 1,000 grams. That's something I mentioned earlier. And then we can divide through. We say 1 kilogram divided by 1,000 grams just equals 1, right? Simple algebra. Well, now we can multiply anything we like by either 1 kilogram over 1,000 grams or 1,000 grams over 1 kilogram. This means if I tell you you have 250 grams of assorted weights, how many kilograms is that? Well, grams is on the top here. We want to cancel, so let's put grams on the bottom. 1,000 grams, put kilograms on the top. Then grams cancels out. It's just like a variable, cancels out that way. We end up with 250 over 1,000, or 1 over 4. It's a quarter of a kilogram, about half a pound. We can do the same thing going between systems. For instance, if we say 1 meter equals about 3 feet, and this is an oversimplification, that's not quite true, but it's close enough to be true that we don't have to worry about it for now. And if I know that I ran a 100-meter dash, about how many feet did I run? Well, if 1 meter is 3 feet, then we can say that 3 feet over 1 meter equals 1. So we multiply this out. 3 feet times 1 meter, and I could have put either meters or feet on top, but because meters is on top over here, I want it on the bottom over here. So meters cancels out, just like the variable we're treating it as, and 3 times 100 is a 300-foot run. That's about how long a 100-meter dash is. And then let's continue even a little further. 300 feet, we know 3 feet is 1 yard. Now, why the English system has such terrible units, no one knows. But we can once again do a substitution. Now, do we want feet on the top or on the bottom? Well, feet's on the top over here, so let's put it on the bottom. 1 yard over 3 feet equals 1. Multiplying out, 300 feet times 1 yard over 3 feet. Feet once again is canceled. It should be old hat to you by now. 300 divided by 3 is 100. So 100 yards. And that means that 100 yards is about equal to 100 meters, which is something you likely would have known. So that's good. We can do conversions between. And as long as you're given a conversion, you say, 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram. Now you can do any kind of pounds you want between conversion between pounds and kilogram. And similarly, if I give you prefixes, if I say mega, it means 1 million, 10 to the 6th. Then you can convert megawatts into watts and vice versa. You just say 1 megawatt is 10 to the 6th watts. So 1 megawatt over 1 million watts equals 1. It's really that simple. And so, by doing this, now you're able to slide from any system of measurement you want to any other system of measurement you want. This is especially useful if you have to do any kind of conversions where you start with the English system. A lot of times the easiest thing to do is go from English to metric, then do all your calculations in metric, because the metric system is really clear and everything makes sense and there's no weird conversions. And then once you're done, go back to English if you need to. So I hope that you have a decent understanding of how variables interact and cancel and work together, and you're ready to move on to some problems testing your knowledge of this.